Observing myself as a critical reader. My understanding of reader response theory was first unclear to me before I started using it. Shirley Jackson's story, The Lottery, really made me see how clear my response was to the story. It showed how social rules and traditions can cause others to do the unimaginable and yet be fully aware of it. The reader response theory opened my eyes and made me feel various emotions I didn't think were until I looked deeper into the story and began to ask myself more questions I didn't think I had, such as, why would they continue such unfair rules, and what if the ending could be changed, such as what if it was a loved one of the mayor's. One of the visual imagery quotes I chose was, "The morning of June 27th was unclear and sunny with the fresh warmth of a full summer day." It really represented the irony that began at the end to a murder to a girl. Reading strategies that worked for me while reading A&P by John Updike was being an active reader, taking notes, reading slowly, and highlighting important lines. Reading the story twice was important to me because it changed my initial understanding. Being an active reader really did help me understand the story better because I also became more aware of its rhetorical devices such as the imagery, which was the setting that was explained to be in the A&P store. It also made me realize how wrong the manager was in the story by judging the girls while one of the employers, Sammy, stood up for them. In the second reading, I also realized how many marks he made of the girls by being in clothes that he didn't find accepting. Flipgrid was an excellent digital tool that was used. I was nervous to use it at first, but then it became easier after the second recording. It helped me practice what I wanted to say, which made me realize how much I began to understand the stories more, that I began adding in more details to my words as I spoke. It helped me develop a better understanding of the story with the preparations before marking blogs. It made me write down what I wanted to say, which helped me study the stories more and understand them better. Connections with Antigone. I made connections with Antigone because it relates to a class I am in now, anthropology. Anthropology is the study of human societies and cultures and their development. The connection I made is that the king, Creon, and Antigone was affecting the society by his unjust rules and murders. Humans are a huge factor in a society and cultural development because we usually follow those who hold more power even if what they are doing is wrong, such as in the story Antigone, when she wanted to bury her brother and the king didn't allow her. This happens in today's world, such as what is studied in anthropology, but a lot of things that are affected are by us in the society and those who overrule us. The challenge that I faced was time management. It was a challenge for me because I took online classes before but never had to do ones with so much work such as Flipgrid. It was hard getting myself in a quiet room because of school, work, and living with a bunch of people in my house. But once I did it, I was able to complete all my tasks. My most memorable experience was reading the yellow wallpaper. We were asked to read a story of our choosing, and that story caught my eye the most. I thought it was a fun story to read, and it opened my eyes to wanting to read more Gothic stories like The Yellow Wallpaper. I enjoyed how the beginning of the book went from a beautiful warm day with positivity being shared from all characters to an ending that was filled with strange and dark irony. The use of rhetorical devices were clever, especially when the ending changed to something dramatic as the woman feeling physically trapped behind the yellow wallpaper. My aha moment. My aha moment was when I realized that poetry was a passion. I always thought poetry was the hardest works of literature, which made me not appreciate them as much, until now. After reading war poems and using the knowledge I learned, whether it was breaking the lines down one by one or using strategies, I began to understand and enjoy the poems more. We were asked to write our own poem, and first I thought, no way, this is going to be hard and I'm definitely going to fail. I wrote my first 2 lines, and then shortly after that, I wrote 10 more fluent lines. I used a theme to start my poem with, such as hope, and soon after, instead of it being an assignment and a challenge, it became something I enjoy now to do. And to this day, my aha moment will be now credited through this class, because now I know that poetry is no longer a challenge to me, but it's something that I like to do and something that I very much enjoy to do.